Hello everyone, welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Big Mac, who plays Braxon, is running a little late today, but he'll just show up when he gets in. So we'll go ahead and have our introductions real fast.
Hi, I'm Lance Corporal Higgimus, and I'm a Giff fighter.
I am Levalithana, a elven wild mage.
I'm Yeldan Sharpeye, a Elven Ranger.
I'm James. I'm playing Ockar, a human paladin.
Hi, I'm Lafdul Minglid. I am playing a moon elf, mischiefmaker thief of Everin Illicia. I really almost struggled with that one.
Did you say a mean elf?
Moon! But, yeah, occasionally moon.
A mean
Only to certain Giff.
A main moon elf. Hi, Big Mac.
Ooh.
I can see his name. I don't know whether he's there.
It takes a while when it connects.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello!
He may not be fully awake for all we know.
Well,
That
not unless
was
he's...
a really quiet voice then. Was that you, G-Man?
No,
No, it was James.
that was. I'm the one waking up.
Yeah, G-Man is the one who,
No.
it's 9 a.m., so, everyone else, it's, significantly later in the day for them.
I've been awake 15 hours.
What?
I've been
You're not
awake
gonna-
30 minutes.
You're not gonna collapse on us, are you?
No, I got
Okay.
coffee in front of me.
I've just ran all the way back from KFC.
No, you didn't.
Ah, you got your Spelljammer food, huh?
Yeah.
Kendori fried chicken. Alright. Well, where we left off last time, we were just about to move into nighttime with guard duty. The shifts I had were Higgimus and Yeldan first, then Braxon and Ockar. Levo was going to be sleeping through the night, and Lafdul was going to be up for a while, and then he had a meeting that he was going to head off for, and then sleep after that. Did anyone want to change that up? You know, second thoughts or anything like that? Or is that everything?
Not really.
Is that good for all you?
I'm not quite certain anymore whether Leva really wanted to sleep through the night. Why did she want to sleep through this night?
Rememorize spells, I think.
It's so if you needed to sleep less the next day, you could do.
Oh, yes, okay.
You can get a good night's rest tonight.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so everyone's good with that.
Yeah. Go
You
with the
forgot Tayan. Tayan is under the house,
Yes.
waiting for, following anything that will walk away from the house.
Yeah.
That he sees coming out the window. If he sees anything, or he's on the streets walking away. And he's meant to stay where they stop.
Lafdul's contemplating whether or not he should tell his friend about Tan, because I'm also under the impression that this Homiko, or the messenger to Homiko, is a rabbit-like creature, but he might mistake that Tayan for the thing he's supposed to follow. So he might end up accidentally following Tayan, who's waiting and doing nothing. I don't know, that's if Tayan even left. Yes.
Well, in some ways that's okay, because Tayan will follow.
Well, Tayan
what-
isn't even going to go out, is he? I don't know. It's just on my mind.
No, I mean it's
Feel free.
yeah. I mean
Feel
it's
free.
entirely up to you.
No, I don't
Just
think...
get him to follow Himiko, not the messenger creature.
Oh, yeah. Do I have to explain what Homiko looks like? Because I don't technically know what she looks like.
You could.
Yeah, I
really
know in
explain-
character, but I don't know how to explain out of character to in character.
What you could do is you could explain to your friend that she will come out the window so he could just follow whoever comes out the window, or whatever
Well-
comes out the window.
I got that general impression. I mean, oh, alright.
Well, she's a young woman with dark hair, black or almost black, brown eyes, generally pale skin. She's not terribly tall. Let me see.
You just described about 99% of all women in that area.
Yeah, well.
Well, it was whether or not Lafdul would have to. I don't know.
Well, how many young women would run around at that time of the night?
Not many who are respectable, shall we say. She's about Yeldan's height, 5'5".
We don't know whether she's wearing the ring or the earrings or anything that we actually recognize, so we can't describe her clothes.
Yeah, you won't know what she's wearing since no one's, and also no one's like outside watching the. None of you guys are outside watching her window or anything like that.
Yeah. And she has a birthmark, but that's in a place that they wouldn't see.
Yes, she's also got a birthmark. If you could just confirm that, get real close. Be all sneaky-like.
You'd have to slip under her kimono.
I mean, you could probably describe her well enough, and you know, I mean, if you basically tell them, "Watch that window," it'll be kind of obvious.
That's the general premise I'm going with. Something else. We assume it's a someone coming out, so to speak, rather than a transformed creature.
And it's
so
not
that's
asleep.
what he's. Yeah. Wow.
Do I need to explain it again?
Huh?
The rabbit came to the window and left the window, not the leaving the window and coming to the window.
Oh yeah, I knew that, but I wasn't sure if she was also being transformed or something.
There would have been more tracks. More than one set of rabbit tracks if that was the case.
But didn't we intercept it because we were technically outside the building?
No, we didn't.
We sort of disturbed her by making the door creak as we opened it a little bit.
That's what happened when I heard her try to leave.
Yeah. So we don't know. Maybe a normal night she would leave. So
I'm just going to say human or something that comes out the window. We assume it's human.
Tell them it's not a sleek.
Yeah.
Duh, it's a human.
All right. So Higgimus is going to be patrolling the house from the entrance to the kitchen, and Yeldan is in the dining chamber at, listening for any sounds coming from Homiko's room. So that's what you're going to be doing.
Right.
Lafdul, what are you going to be doing until you leave? What is your plan?
I don't really have a plan like that per se. I mean, I could. No, I'm not even going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to wait around at that place.
Okay. Oh, you're actually going to go early in.
Yeah, just.
Okay.
What is it? Just like an area you can just hide in? Is it like often traffic? Is there a lot of traffic going by? In other words, the watch might see me just loitering. Or.
You could probably find some place to hide reasonably well. Like a shadowed doorway or something like that. I mean, it's basically around the corner from here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
yeah.
So you're gonna do that for basically from nightfall until midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. For you, it passes pretty uneventfully. You know, there are people on the street, but let's see. Let me actually see if anyone notices you. There are occasional patrols by the guard, but they don't seem to notice you. They're in the like a shadowed corner of a building kind of thing, or a shadowed doorway, whichever one you prefer. Doesn't matter.
Oh, they don't pay attention to me, do they?
Yeah, you don't know one way or the other whether they're just not paying attention to you or whether they didn't notice you. But either way, they don't seem to, you know, they don't direct any attention your way or anything like that.
How vaguely often is the patrols? Just out of curiosity. Every like couple hours.
At a guess, it seems like every hour, hour and a half, somewhere in there. You know, whether that's a normal patrol route or what, you're not sure.
No, I would just basically pass on that information to give my friend a little bit of a heads up.
Okay. Also, they're not patrolling like the minor streets. They're just on the major streets.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeldan. Let's see. Okay, and Higgimus. All right, your shift passes pretty uneventfully.
Bother.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. No sounds, nothing like that. To be fair, Higgimus, as you're doing this, you are making a bit of noise.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking about wooden floors and a significant amount of bulk moving across it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Them crease marks.
So, your shifts end, and it's now Braxon and Ockar. Who wants to wake them up?
I'll go wake him up.
All right.
Hey,
Okay.
Braxon. Wake up.
Yeah.
It's a change of shift.
Okay.
All's clear on our shift.
Oh, actually, I should say, because Lafdul would be getting back before this. Lafdul, you got the basic description of the person that you're meeting, and you see him walking somewhat slowly, but seemingly purposefully by your spot, someone who matches the description.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really looking around one way or the other. He's just kind of like trudging on.
No, he doesn't know who he's meeting, so to speak. I do
He
thieves
probably
camp
got
to
it
try and
this-
get his attention.
He'll prob-
It's Saturday, not
How are you
too
going to try to
obvious.
get his attention?
Just like cross the road and thieves camp and go to the other side, lean against the wall or something.
Well, he's actually passing pretty close by, because you're where you said you'd meet. That's where you're hiding.
Yeah.
So he's passing pretty close by. It's not something that you'd actually like have to cross the street to get to him.
All right, yeah, I'll get his attention.
Well, how are you going to get
Uh,
his attention?
Psst.
Okay,
Hey,
that's what I wanted to know.
and then some
oi,
thieves-
sneaky guy, over here!
And you're going to be signaling with thieves' cant as you do that.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks at you and then quickly looks around to see if there's anyone else around, which there isn't. And he comes over to you and says, yeah, you needed someone followed?
Yep. I'd be the guy. You see this house over yonder? I point.
Okay.
There should be someone that. What are you saying?
Yeah, you'll have to move out a little bit from where you are, but that's fine. because you
Yeah,
can't directly see the house.
I
from
checked
there.
that the coast is clear, as he's also doing.
Yeah.
Then I go up to the area. I point to the window and I go, there should be this. Well, I've been hired to remove a curse on this person, but this person's been sneaking out of the house, and we're not quite sure why. We need someone to follow this person, and I'm not so good with the sneaky stuff. I'm more of a open locksy kind of guy.
All right, troubleshooter. Hey, all right. Yeah, he starts looking around, kind of eyeing where he might be able to set up and wait.
I also mentioned to him, she seems to be beckoned by this small creature. It seems like some kind of creature that has rabbit footprints. We're not sure why, but we might suspect that it's some kind of spirit that's luring her out.
Gives you a long look.
Yeah, we know. That's the job, that we're taking on some kind of spirit to exercise. What do you call it? Exorcism?
Exorcism? Yeah.
Yeah, that.
You better
You've
not be getting
forgotten
me
what I
into-
told you already.
Better not be getting me into anything too dangerous. But I'll see what I can do.
Well, it should just be a simple follow and report back to the Thieves Guild. Actually, I give him the name of the other contact, 'cause I'm fine with that. Who I've also asked this halfling. I have her name.
Samira.
Yes. Damn it! I was actually gonna. I was gonna get the name wrong anyway.
I beat
But
you.
yeah.
I beat you to it. They're like, all right, I can just give her the information. All right.
Yeah, she's also investigating another end. This other fellow, I know it begins with R. Ryuko? Something like that?
Ryuto.
Yeah, finding out about this Ryuto fellow, but this might, when she leaves this building, she might be going to this Ryuto fellow, but we're not certain. So,
You mean Ryuto?
yeah. I know, I always get the name wrong.
All right.
I'm terrible with names.
Yeah, let me. I'll look around, see where I can set up and wait. Get a good view on this and follow. Sounds like there's some dangerous elements, so I'll be more cautious than I normally am, which decreases my chances of actually tailing successfully. But I'll let you know what I find out tomorrow.
Any information you can do will be a great help to us.
I'll do that. All right. You go on. I'll look around for some place to get.
Yeah. I go in.
Okay.
I mentioned to Braxon, and is it?
Well, they're not actually awake yet. This is all happening before they.
Oh yeah, it's just during the shift. Whoever's on shift, I just say to, was it Asher and
Higgimus and
Higgimus and-
Yeldan, yeah.
So Higgimus and Yeldan. Hey guys, I've met with my guy. He's gonna wait around for Hamiko to leave. It is Hamiko, isn't it?
You just told him whoever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Homiko is a name, yes. Homiko, yeah.
Yeah, so he's waiting out there to tell on Hamiko.
Okay. That's good. Hopefully he'll be able to turn up something.
We'll find
so
out
far,
in the
I haven't
morning.
seen anything yet.
Hmm.
Then again, I'm not the best at keeping an eye on for this sort of thing.
Well, I need to get some shut-eye because I'll need some spells in the morning, no doubt.
Yeah, that would be important.
All right.
Gonna
Might
tell
want to
him.
consider one healing spell.
Yeah, I'll take some mixed. Actually, it might be more my usual roster of spells.
Yeah. So when I wake up, Braxon, I'll let him know that Lafdul was able to me as contact, and then that there should be somebody following whatever happens outside.
Okay, let's hope this works. Otherwise, we go to Plan B.
Yeah.
What is Plan B?
What?
Panic?
There's a
Plan
plan.
bash
Going
them on
to
the
ask
head.
that.
Yeah, I'm a bit lost on Plan B.
Plan B is
Be more
bash them on the head.
aggressive.
Isn't that more Plan F?
No, Plan B for bash.
We fucked up. Plan F, we fucked up.
Psst.
There is no screwing up. It's just various degrees of less successful. All right. Okay.
You say that.
Oh yeah, I say that. You know, a fireball hitting the party. It's just less successful than it may have otherwise been. You know.
You overestimate us severely.
We will never let that lie.
Oh no, no, that's too good. Okay, and the night passes uneventfully for Braxon and Ockar as well. You did not hear anything. And the sun dawns, the next day dawns. Elevi can wake up normally, get your spells memorized. Leva, sorry. Jeez, I'm bad. Yeah, Leva, you'd wake up probably a little bit before the sun actually rises, so you can get all your spells memorized before.
Mm-hmm.
let's go.
I listen into Tayan. Where's Tayan?
Tan is still under the house, and he is very confused.
Tell.
So, the impression that you get from him that morning is that something did come, but he was not able to follow it because when he snuck out from under the house, it was gone. He saw it, he smelled it, but by the time he got out, it was gone, and there was no track to follow.
Mhm.
So he's very confused.
I'm confused too. He's not the only one. I call him in and we are being confused together. I pass this on to the group.
Okay. He's going to curl up in your backpack and basically snooze for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
At that point.
Yes. So I pass this on to the rest of the group. He heard something come, and when he went out to follow it, it wasn't there anymore.
It's interesting.
I'll
So
just see if I can.
Is it still here? Did it never leave? Or did it make itself invisible, in which case he should still have been able to smell it?
You don't know?
Could
Does it smell
Homoko
like
have got out?
vanilla?
Could Homoko have got out earlier, and then that might have been her coming back?
All right. When did we?
No, Tayan was
what
there
time?
all night though.
When did Tayan go down under the house? At what time?
It was middle of the night. That's the best you can do. Animals don't tell time very well.
No, but I mean, I sort of sent him down.
Well, he was
when I
down
went
there
to
the whole.
bed.
Yeah, he was down there the whole night.
And Homiko went into her room.
It was during the night. I mean, like what you get from him is that it was middle of the night, but that's.
Oh no, I meant taking Yeldan's idea that maybe Homiko had already left.
That wasn't my idea, and no, she couldn't have, because it would have been at the start of the night. It's basically right at the start. You would have sent him there, right? So
Yeah.
Yes.
That was Braxon that said that.
Oh, sorry.
Doesn't matter.
was there a vanilla smell in the air or no?
I forgot to ask him. He's asleep now.
The smell that I mean, he didn't like convey to you directly a smell, but it was not a smell that he was familiar with, and he would have been able to convey to you whether it was a creature that he had encountered before. Like, he would have been able to convey to you that it was a, like an elf smell or a human smell or something like that.
Was he able to convey to me that it was the same smell as the night before? Or was it a different one?
The smell from the rabbit tracks.
Yeah, it was the same smell. It was that smell.
Okay.
But, he only knows the smell from the smell as opposed to, oh yeah, this smells like other creatures that I've encountered and been around before, kind of thing.
Well, that's why I asked, because he already essentially conveyed to us that he didn't know the smell
Right.
the day before that. So if it was the same smell, he still didn't know. He still doesn't know what it is.
Correct.
But he can recognize it.
Correct.
Okay. So in that case, it probably was the vanilla smell, because well, what we would consider a vanilla smell.
Well, I don't know if Lafdul's gonna go meet with his friend or not
Lafdul's still asleep.
soon.
He's going to be
Oh,
asleep
dear.
through breakfast.
If something came in, or let's say if something came to the house and was gone by the time Tayan managed to go out, and he didn't smell anything leave, then it would be a fair assumption that it's still inside. Whatever it is.
Maybe.
If it came inside, yeah.
All he said is it disappeared. That could have been an invisibility spell.
Then he would have smelled it.
So
Invisibility doesn't suppress smell, or does it?
if something came into the... Sorry, go on.
He said he said to follow a person, not to follow a scent.
No, I said we told him to follow anything that left the house.
Yeah,
So-
it didn't leave the house. It came to the house and didn't.
Yeah, but if
didn't-
if it came to the house and then left, that would have qualified as following.
Yes.
Except he
If-
didn't
if it-
see.
If it
He
came
didn't
to the
s-
house and stopped and didn't leave, if it came to the house and disappeared, then the assumption is that it didn't leave.
So regarding your question about invisibility, do you know the spell?
No.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll a spellcraft check.
So,
Spellcraft.
You had something you wanted to ask, Big Mac?
yeah. If something came to the house and didn't leave, and we had a rabbit creature come to the house and leave the other day, maybe we should look around the house for a rabbit creature.
I don't know if it left. Oh, Tayan didn't. No, he wasn't told to follow a scent.
He was told to follow whatever left the house.
Yeah,
If
so
not-
when he got out and it was already gone, he didn't follow the scent because he was told to follow
Yeah.
something that left the house.
No, but
So
see, animals don't really distinguish between, they follow by scent.
He doesn't
Yeah,
care,
that's how
you
they-
know.
Yeah.
If you tell a dog to follow something, the dog will keep on following, no matter if the person is still there, or if it's just a scarf or anything else of that person that you wave in the air in front of it. We are not talking human being where you do logic conduct conclusions.
And yes,
Okay.
Leva, you know that invisibility does not mask sense.
Yeah, she better know 101.
So if it had
That goes
left,
a freaking
then
critical.
if whatever it was had left, Tayan would have noticed that.
Right.
He
well,
may
if
not
it's-
have followed it, but he would have noticed it.
If something's still here, we should perhaps search the house.
Well, the question is it
Well,
still
the thing
here?
is I don't know if we can't really go into Homiko's room right now, so.
Well, if we assume that it's still here, then someone should go outside and someone should go and wake her up. It's going to be really fun after
we can
yesterday.
We can get the servants to go in there.
Yes,
Well, we could get Tane to sniff around too, see if he can smell out the creature.
Tayan is asleep.
Well,
He's tired after having been awake the whole night.
Braxon's
Oh.
okay for going outside.
I'll look
He's
for
already
tracks
dressed.
outside.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go together.
Okay. Yeldan, go ahead and give me a tracking proficiency check.
Yep.
Leva stays inside.
I'll go with Braxon.
So there's 3 of us.
I see 3 rolls. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why it clicked 3 times on me. You just look at the first one.
All right, I'll assume that. Also, do you have the 3D dice turned off?
I can't turn it on. My computer, for whatever reason, won't let me.
Okay, fair enough. If that's the case, then that's fine. All right, so I'll take that 14. You're a little bit confused by what you find. You do not find rabbit tracks. I mean, there were the rabbit tracks from earlier that are now old. You actually find 2 humanoid footprints. Just footprints, no tracks, per se. And they're very large. You would say that a creature making these footprints would be, like, 8 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Do those footprints lead into the house or away from the house?
They are standing in front of the window. It's just 2 footprints right there in the ground, facing the window, like toes forward, kind of thing.
I'm gonna, where the footprints are, I'm gonna swipe my hand through, see if there's something invisible, like on multiple levels.
Yeah, it's just air.
Well, hey, it doesn't hurt to check.
Mm-hmm.
Footprints. Is there... What type of... Can I tell what type of boots he was wearing?
They're actually barefoot. You can see the toes and everything.
Barefoot.
Yeah.
Do you see any scratch marks on the wall, Yeldan?
Yeah, I'll look at the wall and...
Wall looks perfectly fine.
Big guy, eh? It's
Are there-
just 2 footprints. There's no going away. There's no coming to. It's just bam.
Do you think they
This
could
is
have leapt
rather
up into?
peculiar.
Do you think they could have leapt up into the window?
You would see that on the
How
footprints
big
because
for the creature, for a humanoid to leave footprints this big? How big would it have to be for me to?
Like my size?
Yeah, give or take.
can
big is the
Yeldan
window?
see? Can Yeldan see the imprint of the footprints? Can he see where this person might have jumped?
How big is the window?
The window's about, the window sill is about head height, you know, top of your head kind of thing.
Would Higgimus be able to fit through the window?
Maybe with some work. I mean, a normal
And it would
human...
make a lot of noise, right?
Well, a normal human would easily be able to get in and out of the window. Higgimus... it might be more difficult. You know, might require squeezing in.
Would Higgimus be able to get into the room from standing without leaving any more footprints and just the 2 that are standing there?
It would have made a lot of noise too, but
Yeah, I did notice that I was making quite a bit of noise, so
how
that might have been
What
bad.
about levitating?
how deep are the footprints?
They are uniform depth, so it's as if something was just standing here and then not.
Levitation?
Maybe.
Teleport spell, maybe? I don't know.
Let's see. You are standing in front of Homika's window, aren't you?
Yeah.
So there's nothing that stops me from opening the window in the dining room and sticking my head out and talking to you, correct?
No.
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Yes, I'm certainly curious. I don't want to go outside because no one else will be inside, but I'm curious, so I look outside.
Well, I think Higgimus is still inside. I don't think... You didn't say
Is
you
he?
were going
I
out,
went
right?
with Braxon.
Oh, you did go out with Braxon? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 of us left.
All right, well, Ockar's
Okay.
still inside then.
But Ockar's still inside, exactly.
So, how about levitation?
Well, the fact that he suddenly disappeared, and he must have suddenly appeared because I don't see any tracks going to the set spot, right?
Nope.
It's just those 2 tracks. And are the tracks deep enough to signify a creature of that size?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to say.
It's not like
say
unusually
because,
light or something like that, is what I was getting at.
well, I mean, like, you would say that the thing that left the marks probably weighed 400 pounds, maybe. Now, the thing is that Giff would leave deeper tracks because they're heavier compared to gnolls, which are lighter. You know, they have very thin frames. So...
Higgimus, how heavy are you?
It's a little bit difficult to say, you know...
I was just
is
using
this
Higgimus
the
as
average? Yeah, I mean, they're not as shallow as... I mean, they're not as deep as footprints that Higgimus would leave.
Mm-hmm.
For your question, Leva, I weigh about 630.
That's 630 pounds, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I've got a thought. Were any of the servants unaccounted for yesterday? We're assuming that this spirit is someone outside the house. Perhaps one of the servants came back in creature form and turned back into a human and climbed in the window.
But then we'd see tracks.
Yeah, why would they go into Himiko's window? It doesn't make sense.
Well, we've been telling everyone what we're doing. If one of them is in on it and is pretending to be on our side, they would get in and out of a window that we're not protecting.
I'm gonna check the other windows to see if I see the same footprints, but I'm guess probably won't. But I don't think it's a servant. It's
All right, give me another tracking proficiency.
yeah.
You can just
It
roll
can't
1d20.
It can't be levitation. Because Tayan would have
Did I
smelled...
click no, I didn't this time.
Does anyone sleep in Homako's chambers?
No, only Hamako does.
All right, so you
Even
got a
Eski sleeps somewhere.
you got an 8, so you don't find those footprints in front of any other windows, and you don't find any other unusual footprints.
Okay.
Is there anywhere inside Homako's room where someone could hang a rope?
Probably. The thing is I don't think that's it. It would have made far too much noise.
Not
Well, they couldn't
necessarily.
have
Tayan passed
levitated.
out, so we can't ask him if he heard chanting or spell casting of some variety.
It can't have been levitation, because levitation... if you levitate, you still leave your smell behind.
Mhm.
Even if it easily dispenses in the air, but you still leave your smell behind. And Tayan was quick enough to to be at the spot. So who was it who mentioned teleportation?
I did.
Usually animals still need to smell by surface, though.
Mm.
Let's say if someone stands there and then disappears and an animal comes out, they can still, or if they levitate away, but they have been standing there, then the animal would still be able to sort of, at least for a few moments, follow that track, even if it's only a smell.
True, but if Tane's nose was telling him one thing, and his eyes was telling him that there was nothing there, that would possibly be what confused him. He wouldn't necessarily expect a creature to come to the window and then climb up a rope while transforming into one of the house servants and then disappear through the window and close it.
Well, animals don't really expect anything. They go by what's presented to them. And what was presented to him was that something came to the house, and when he came out to look, it was gone. Is that correct, Ald?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, keep in mind also that he wouldn't have seen the thing and then immediately gone out for fear of being caught.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, true. He's not stupid.
I mean,
So,
if you want to wake him up, you can wake him up and ask him questions.
No, we can ask him later.
No,
Well, the thing is,
I kind of wanted him to sniff around the house to see if he sent anywhere else inside the house. But
Well, I mean, it's
he
up to
can sleep for a while.
It's up to Leva, but you know she can.
I
she
check
can-
how deeply he is asleep. Whether it's okay to wake him up.
I mean, you know, he might be a little bit grumpy.
Like a cat.
I want to know how old roleplay is a grumpy creature.
All right,
Give
I'll
him
wake
more
him up.
food.
I wake him up, and I put some of his favorite food in front of his nose.
What is his favorite food?
Fresh meat.
Fresh meat, but what kind?
Probably of some kind of mouse critter.
My cats always brought rolls, however. One of my cats ate so many rolls like we eat chocolate, you know, that it got sick of them.
And,
So
and how do you
I-
have this fresh meat? Of
Well,
a
we collect
vole or
it.
something?
We collect stuff as we go around, and we buy stuff for him, especially. We could ask.
You'd have to have something from breakfast, wouldn't you?
We could ask Comwe for a little bit of meat. Is she awake? She must be awake.
Yeah, the
because,
servants are all awake now, and they're
So I asked
Doing the morning
Comwe for a
duties
little
and
bit
stuff.
of meat.
okay. She grumbles a little bit, but then hands you a small morsel. You know, like a piece of meat the size of you know, a stew. You know, the kind of meat that you'd get in stew or something like that.
That's good enough. I wake up Tan, and I convey to him that we have a few questions, and I sort of wave the food in front of his nose.
He yawns at you very widely, and then rolls over on his back.
I scratch his belly.
And give him the food.
Yes, I
Alright.
tickle his belly and give him the food.
All right. You get from him that he'll grudgingly stay awake a little bit longer.
Okay. So I turn around to the others and I say, "Hurry up! He's going to go back to sleep in a little while. What questions do you want to ask him?"
I think we should get him to search Homoko's room for the
We
smell.
won't-
We have to get in first.
Stick him through the window.
The window's closed.
Nah.
I mean, you could try opening it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it a little push.
Well, you're standing outside. Can
Yeah.
Higgimus just reach it and open it up? Just a little bit.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Right.
You're gonna do that?
So we can take Tame from you and put him in the window.
Mm-hmm. I ask him to have a quick smell to see whether it smells the same way as it smelled outside.
Now, if I do this, Homako's probably going to scream or something.
Yep.
She should be used to windows opening.
Yes, but she'll probably scream nevertheless.
Yeah, somebody just opening her window.
Well,
And
you're not meant to open
and
it.
tossing in a small furry animal.
Just saying.
Just a nose.
Okay, ask one of the servants to go in to see Homako and get Tame to sneak in.
That's
That
far
sounds like a
better.
good idea.
All right, I ask, what's her name? Etsuke. Etsuke?
Yeah.
Etsuke. To go inside quickly. And I ask Tayan to follow her and immediately slip out again when she leaves.
Oh, okay. She looks at you a little questioningly, but then kind of gives a shrug and says, "Well, I needed to go help her get dressed anyway." So she heads into Homako's room, and Tayan quickly sneaks in behind her, staying hidden by her Etsuki's kimono. And Tayan kind of gives you the impression that he's going to have to wait a little bit because they're, moving about the room, and there's places that he can hide, but he can't, move and hide. He can't stay hidden while moving around and sniffing, so...
Okay.
Okay, well-
How many humans, how many two legs are in there?
2.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Are there any others? Can he see anything else that might move around a bit, like a rabbit or
No.
something else?
Yeah, just give him a bit if he needs time. We'll figure this out. Big guy. I think we're dealing with a shapeshifter of some sort.
Do you want to do anything else while Etsuki and Homoko get ready for breakfast and breakfast is made or anything like that, or do you want to just wait until Tayan has a chance to sniff around?
I certainly will
to-
wait and stay in contact with him so he doesn't just curl up behind a chair or desk or something and go to sleep there.
Can I roll intelligence with the footprints and some of the things that we've learned this morning
For what?
from my research?
Not really.
Okay.
Well, can you follow the footprints backwards, see where they came from?
No, there's
No, I
just 2
can't.
prints.
There's just footprints there.
Yeah, there's no tracks per se. It's not like there's a path of footprints going somewhere. There's just the 2 footprints of a left and a right foot in front of the window, facing it.
I think it's time we go and visit Ryuto. Find him and visit him.
That's the thing. We don't have a last name. Is the problem. So we can't find him.
Well, we do have a name, sort of. It could be Aguto Ryuto.
It could be, or it could not be, and we don't want to just only start throwing away accusations.
I'd never said we accuse him of anything. I just said it's time we meet him.
Mm.
You could do that weird dusting, I suppose. If you have more of that on him, but I don't know if that'll work.
I mean, what do you guys want to do?
I wait for Tayan
Okay.
and stay in contact with him.
Anyone else have anything that they want to do right now that can't wait?
No,
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
No, Brat's got to finish a window box at some point, so...
And we
Oh,
don't need
yes,
the
I do
window
want
box at
something.
this point. Because
I
the
want-
plan is, no matter, I want to confront whatever this is tonight.
I actually, just before they come out, I want to cast a detect magic spell.
Okay. You could basically cast that as you hear the door opening. I mean, like you
Okay.
could step into the other room or something like that. I mean, what do you? Well,
I want to know whether Homiko, how would you
Is
say,
it rating the
radiates,
same magic?
Yes, whether I detect the same magic on Homiko as I did the day before.
okay.
And as strong, or whether it's stronger now.
Okay. All right, and then in that case, you're able to do that. They come out for breakfast. Master Nobuon is also there. They're sitting down to breakfast. You cast your spell in such a way that they don't, you don't draw attention to yourself. And the amount of magic that you are seeing coming from Homiko is the same as it was before. Does not appear to be any stronger or any weaker.
And it's the same type of magic?
Yep.
Okay.
What did identify work on that?
What do I want to identify?
The spell honor?
I don't
Because I believe
that
I
works
believe
that way.
identify says it can identify spells on other creatures.
Well, so it may, but the problem is that you need to spend you need to spend 8 hours. And it says item, 1 item per level. So no. People
Really?
are not items. People are not items.
It might be a later edition then.
Besides that, you'd have to wash her in for 8 hours in a specially prepared cleansing bath.
I'm sure she'd
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah, it might be a little bit much.
What do you mean that people aren't items? You can put them in a bag of holding.
If you want them to, suffocate. All right.
That's why you can give them a ring of air bubble. Or
So
that
if you
was
wanted
Delvin's
to-
edition.
If you wanted her to bathe in this stuff, you'd have to persuade it with some sort of good luck for the wedding thing.
Actually, it's
Eight-
actually
8
not
hours.
necessarily water, but you have to purify the item for 8 hours.
Information.
So no, it doesn't work. Identify is for items, not people. Not. I mean, you could use it to identify spells, that have a long duration but not permanent, that are cast on objects but not people.
Items, 8 hours, yeah.
I just
Yeah,
gave
it
you the
doesn't say
information.
anything
Yeah, you
about
don't need
people.
I mean, if I say it's just an item, then to a certain extent it doesn't matter what the book says.
You failed your persuasion roll, Old.
Apparently so. All right. After she comes out,
I'm just trying to think, is there a spell that can identify spells cast on another person?
Not directly.
In any case, Lafdul actually didn't he find out that it was a charm spell or something?
You found out that it's enchantment charm magic.
Okay. What did he find out in addition to that?
I told the party that she's under the effects of a charm.
Yeah.
Effect. She's radiant under the effects of it.
Yeah. So he gets magic that.
He gets the priest spears and you get the wizard schools.
Well, yeah, I did that.
Right.
I also did a detect charm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, detect charm. So it's a charm
Yeah, she
spell of
was
some
charmed.
variety.
Yeah, okay.
So,
So,
Tan,
what's Tayan doing?
Tan informs you that there is a very faint remnant of the same smell over by the window.
By the window.
Yep.
And it's faint.
Yep.
And there's nowhere else, eh?
I mean, you know, it's on spots near the window, but it doesn't.
Can you get idea, Lafdul? It's
Is
a priest
Lafdul-
spell from the Spear of
I'm
Thought.
still asleep. I don't
And
know if I
and
can answer that.
This is
Yeldan-
an out of character question.
Eh? What?
Can
What
you
did you
get
ask?
can you get spells from the Spear of Thought?
Yeah, that's why I had my mind read.
Idea is an interesting spell.
Yeah, I saw that, but I never got the reagent for it, and that takes like a week to have the reagent made.
It's a gold coin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Am I thinking of Argar instead?
Idea is
Oh, yeah.
you can get an insight to an
Hang on,
important
hang on.
clue that the priest discovered, but the player did not consider it significant.
Thought, idea.
It would have to be
Oh.
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Eh.
But yeah, he does have access to that spell.
I thought that was Argo. That's why I thought it was a reagent one. The one that cost 1,000 gold to craft. That's why I didn't think about it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to update your list.
Well, maybe it work. Maybe it will help. Maybe it won't.
Oh,
Well-
idea would have, yeah, if I had it.
Yeah, but I mean, he can't get it right now. All right. Anyway, do you guys want to do anything while they're eating breakfast? Homiko seems, vibrant, happy, almost glowing. You know, the glow of youth kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if these spirits or whatever that's coming to her place aren't like making her better instead of like something making her worse.
Well, the thing is, she never had this problem until the ball, so logic dictates it's also it's the cause of whatever.
I don't think logic dictates it.
She never had the problem that she's having now until after the ball, and this is when this all started.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean one or the other. We just need to capture whatever it is that's coming into her room.
I
I
suppose
think that's what we're gonna do.
I suppose going down Higgimus's line of thought, there's some slim chance that there's a spirit trying to protect her from something that happened at the ball.
I doubt it.
Well,
All right. Well,
it's a
not be
possibility.
negative Nancy about it. All right. Let's think
Yeah.
about other things and not naysay everything that comes up.
Yeah, keep it as a possibility. You know, add it to your list of
Yeah.
possibilities until something surely rules it out.
Yeah.
Or rather than say, I don't think so, say, why don't you think so? What reasons, kind of thing. But anyway, you guys get breakfast served in your room. Lafdul's still softly snoring away in the corner. There's some food left for him to eat when he wakes up if he decides to. Nobuon comes in after his breakfast, after the family has finished their breakfast, and tells you that Homiko will be spending lunchtime with Jundo, and then returning to the house and getting ready for the ball tonight.
Was that tonight? Jesus. Oh boy.
I ask, what's his name, whether he's invited someone called Ryuto. Just a moment.
It's not his ball.
Oh, whose ball is it?
It's the ball of Lord Chan Fui. He is the emissary from the Shaolong Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we'll be able to get in, is the problem.
He actually, Nobleone actually tells you that he can bring a guest in with his himself and his daughter. This is for like distant relatives or relatives who live mostly on, farming asteroids and things like that. But he can allow one member from your party in, but you would need to get some, formal dress, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you would need to be able to operate in a crowd of well-to-do people and stuff like that.
I don't think. Depends
We would
on
have to.
Elven Village. I don't think well-to-do is my thing.
I don't have the etiquette proficiency, but I do have a really high charisma.
I
Yeah.
have the etiquette stuff, so I could manage myself around these people.
Leva has
Ockar is a
neither.
paladin, is my logic. Paladins are... I don't know how Shou view paladins, actually. I forgot. For a sec, I was thinking of a normal ball, but this is a Shou ball, which is a bit different.
I could give it a shot.
Mm.
As long as Higgimus gives me kind of a blowdown of etiquette, since he's got that.
Yeah,
Figuring
Braxon.
out how to make an ass of myself here.
There's a lot of intricacies. I don't think I could just give you a rundown of everything.
Well, he's also
Right?
a Westerner,
Or
so
would I be able to, Ald, or no?
No, but I mean, you could give him some tips and pointers.
and the basics.
He's got a high charisma, so that does help. But, I mean, it's up to you guys. Who do you think would be best? Who do you think would, fit in best? Who would, who do you think will get the most out of this kind of thing?
Who fits best in high society is the real question here.
I think I could do it with my charisma. I just need to get some formal wear.
Oh, by the way, Lafdul, you're awake now, so you can join in and talk about this before, while you're, before you get started praying for your spells. If you had some thoughts.
Yeah, I've changed my spells. I figured I would have done that before I fell asleep.
Yeah, but you have to pray for the spells.
Yeah,
after you wake
this
up.
is basically your last
10
chance
minutes.
to
10
make any
minutes.
changes you want.
That's when you actually pray for your spells.
Alright.
But I just, I mean, if you want to, pitch some ideas or anything like that, you basically, you guys have, most of the day to decide who goes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Leva had to go to many places in place of her own. So she.
But when he sends her to a ball, that's...
I
Then
can't.
again,
He
she's
said
not a usual...
he sent her to make connections, and a ball is a good place to make connections, as well as other places. So she's certainly not proficient, since she doesn't have etiquette or any of that stuff. But she's had a little bit of experience. Let's put it this way.